What's up, savages? Today we're going to be taking a look at Team Triggers Down. Very excited for this. Before we get into today's video, I just want to ask a question. Does anyone else find it weird when you watch Halo 3 footage? Because it's so much different than what we've been used to for this past year with Halo 4. Like, I see flag juggling, I'm like, oh, that's right. This used to be awesome. I don't know. Guess a trip down memory lane isn't so bad, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gandhi's Thoughts, brought to you by My Nutrition. I am Gandhi, and today we're going to be taking a look at the newly formed Team Triggers Down. Now, before we get into what this team is actually going to be, I want to do a little bit of a brief history lesson over Triggers Down here. Triggers Down is a team who formed in 2008 for Halo 3. Hysteria was a part of that team, so was SK, Fear itself, and they had a lot of roster changes throughout the year, but I believe at the first event, it was Fear itself who was their fourth. Now, this team immediately saw success, placing top 4 at their first event. They would eventually go on to have one of the best series of all time versus straight ripping in the 2009 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. Those series were amazing. If you have time or if you want to watch good top tier gameplay, watch Straight vs TD in 2009. I think there was 3 events back to back that it was a battle to game 11 or game 10. It was insane. As much as I hate to say it, even T-Squared had some really good plays in there. So, without further ado, this roster is actually going to feature Hysteria on it. It is going to be Hysteria, Formal, Snipe Down, and Ola. Now, we'll talk about each of them individually, but holy shit is that team going to be awesome to watch. Hysteria was a player who was very, very versatile. He changed his play style a lot throughout the years. At the beginning, he was known as the Slayer and the Sniper. That really didn't change, okay? But he didn't necessarily get credit for being that objective role player, at least from our standpoint, right? I'm sure he did enough of the objective as well, but you know, he was really known for his sniper and his grenades. We used to call him Hysteria nades. Hysteria nades basically meant that every time he tossed a grenade, it would land right in your pocket and he'd be able to clean you up. He was a super talented player and he was amazing to watch. In those series, you just have to go and watch him. I'm not going to do it a service. I'm really not. So go back, watch the footage. But all you need to know from Hysteria is that he is a very, very talented individual with an amazing sniper shot. Other than that, you can find him basically just annoying the shit out of your team. Next person we're going to talk about is going to be Pistola. Pistola, this is one of my good buddies in gaming, and you know, I saw this picture of him, and I freaking died of laughing. He is about 13 in this picture, and it is just adorable. But the one thing I want to say about Pistola in Halo 3 was that he was an absolute savage, and this player, Pistola, you could say Pistola has been the best Halo player, period, since 2009. His big breakout year, although it was 2007 for a free-for-all, really came in 2008 for the 4s. Because no matter what anyone says, yeah, sure, free-for-all is cool, but in Halo, it is all about your 4v4 play. And I actually found a main stage montage that was able to put together for him, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Pistola, I'm going to do a little bit. Pistola was a player who
not so new, but you see the new one pops there down low, and I got your Pistola no scoping while Victory X is running the flag. We're going to stay on board with I got your Pistola because he is just too hot right now. Finally, Pistola showing what he can do. He's been quiet all tournament long, and now he's heating up. It's a difficult word, and here comes Maniac. I got your Pistola right behind him, doesn't chase the kill. He's getting shot though from Needles, and he's somehow stuck. APG on the green box. This is the Pistola we know, Scott. Just out BRing. It looks like Ogre too, but we got the flag going out in the hands of Maniac here. Believe the hype, despite losing the slaying battle at this point.
And that is a humongous
Pistola getting shot. The next one, and no scope, and finishes with a perfect headshot using that battle rifle.
We do have the Snipe Down. Snipe Down, for those of you who are up-and-coming players, whether it's in Call of Duty, whether it's in aspiring Titanfall players, or Halo players, Snipe Down is going to be your guy who you actually want to look up to. Snipe Down had that miraculous noob story, okay? Everyone in Halo 2 knew him because he had 100 hit percentage in a free-for-all, and everyone's like, oh yeah, cool, you're just good online, right? 2008 season came out and he places top 8. After that, he gets a he gets the spot on Instinct where he takes second place. After that, he then joins Triggers Down, who he finds himself on now, which is kind of cool. He wins the event. That is going to be Orlando. Orlando, what ends up happening, everyone should remember this, Neighbor leaves Straight Rippin' to join Final Boss, and Snipe Down then joins Straight Rippin'. From there, basically Straight Rippin' becomes the Juggernauts. They win the 2008 National Championship. Snipe Down's regarded as one of the best players with the sniper of all time. Snipe Down, he's a good buddy of mine. And really, it's amazing that he still has the ability to rip face that he does to this day at this age. We talk about age, and everyone always gets bent out of shape about it. But, I mean, he's 22, 23, and he hasn't lost it yet. In the 2010 Halo 3 season, Snipe Down kind of got a little bit complacent. He's like, well, I had a good 2008, 2009, so screw it. He finished out the year in a way that I wish he would have done better. But still, when you look at his track record of Halo 3, it's really those first 2 years that you say, holy shit. Last but certainly not least is going to be my little buddy, Formal. Formal is probably one of the best gaming friends I've made, period. He's a hell of a player. His breakout year was the Halo Reach 2011 season, where he never placed outside of the top 8, and then he was actually able to win an event with Team Dynasty, which is the team you're going to be looking at. Now you can find Formal hanging out with Maven and women. But really, Formal is a very, very talented player. Everyone here who's going to be watching this probably knows him from Halo 4, where you don't understand how he gets some of these headshots, and you don't understand how a West Coast player can hit so many shots online, but Formal is amazing. But with that said, Matthew, I have to say, you are my question mark for this team. I know the other three are going to be amazing. Amazing at Halo 3. There's irrefutable. I don't even have to question them. But I do have to question your ability here. On your team, you have two of the best players. Well, you have three players who you can argue in their respected time frame were the best player of this game. Most of them had snipers. Pistola wasn't necessarily known for a sniper. When he picked it up, he shined. What role are you going to be filling? That is the question I want to know. Are you going to be the objective guy? And if so, how much of that is going to hurt your gameplay? These are the things I need to know. Now, last but certainly not least, a lot of people are probably wondering, why are they going as Triggers Down and not Ambush? Well, Legit was originally their fourth. And Legit was an absolute beast in Halo 3. He was just amazing. I always say he's the best overall player in 2008, but everyone knows that went to Neighbor. Unfortunately, I still to this day believe that Legit should have won that. Legit has done more for a team than anyone. Anyways, Legit had some personal reasons come up, and he is unable to attend AGL's 10th event, which is called AGL10K. That's the ticket, Scott, in Indianapolis. How many teams are going? It's not looking great, but I would say probably around, I think it'll be like 20 to 30 teams actually showing up, which isn't bad, just bad. What you can expect from this team, I don't know. There's a lot of good teams coming out there for Halo 3. There's 3 teams I have my eye on. Also, before I end this video, I just want to say my next video, when it comes out, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it doesn't matter, it is going to feature who Instinct is actually going to pick up, because Lunchbox doesn't want to go to the event. I don't know if it doesn't want to or he can't, but from my understanding, he doesn't actually want to go to the event. So who is Ogre 2, Roy, and Fear itself going to pick up? And this is a question I want to end the video on. So if you guys have any idea, or if you guys would like to see anyone, let me know. Other than that, I love you, but I don't love you. Take it easy.